Yo, what's good, baby? All right, so we are back at it again. I told y'all from the first podcast of 2022, we're making some changes, right? So I have already been, writing some scripts down and stuff like that to try to get everything, in sync with each other, whatever, you know what I mean? But we're on the way. All right, we're on the way. But anyways, this podcast, man, it's just gonna be just kind of ranting and raving, man, just some bullshit. Listen to it, man. Listen hard because we got some shit that's coming up right now that you're gonna want to fucking know, dude. I'm telling you right now, life shit, whatever. Boom, it's gonna be in this one right here. Until then, man, appreciate y'all listening and stay tuned to the next one. Stay tuned to this one. Appreciate y'all, baby. Let's go. Bro, I love that fucking intro, dude. When I tell y'all something, man, I say we're gonna do an intro, da 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 da. I'm gonna do a new intro, but I guarantee you that video right there is gonna stay in it because that shit's so hard, dude. That shit's hard as fuck, man. The middle intro we gotta change because obviously, if y'all haven't noticed, the way it's worded to what I rebranded to is a little bit different. So we're gonna kind of get everything working as far as that aspect of it and everything like that. We're gonna start doing more video podcasts and everything, and we'll post more towards YouTube where YouTube can get hits and shit like that. A little bit more work for me, but you know what I mean? Like shit, man, why wouldn't you want to see this on YouTube? You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. That was a clip. Anyways. So, all right. So let's get something across the board right now. So supposedly, right, today is Saturday, the 15th, 11:14 p.m. This is what today is. Estimately 12 hours from now, a snowstorm is about to hit Northwest Georgia. Now, that could be a few different things. Like it's going to hit, and obviously we see flurries, and it's just going to go on its way and nothing really happens, which is the 98% of Georgia, right? 98% of Georgia period in its history. Every so often there's that one big storm, and I think it's this one, but I'm not too sure. So I got my son. I always got my daughter. Y'all know, I always have my daughter. She's in the other room right now. It's night. It's nap time. Well, sleep time. You know what I mean? So she's going to sleep. But I had my son. I got him Friday. I took him back today. Obviously, we didn't want me driving in the storm Monday, just in case black ice and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying, right? You just don't want to risk it with him being that young. That's the factor of it. I would have kept my daughter here and I would have took him back, and it would have just been me and him, whatever. So we didn't end up, we ended up coming to a conclusion, me and my wife, soon to be or not to be, who knows, ex-wife or current wife, who, to this point, I just don't know, right? We have love for each other. We have all this kind of things that just kind of keeps us coming back. But there's certain stipulations that I have as far as me. And I'm not even going to say as me being a man, just me being me in general. Like, I need these certain things for us to like really work. If it's not, then we need to figure out what we need to do in that spectrum for us to work. Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, she don't want to get a divorce. She don't want to know that. She doesn't want it, and same to me. I don't want it. I want us to stay together. I want us to do these kind of things, but right now it's very rocky. It's very hard. So nobody knows what the next step is. She's not the first one to just be like, let's go this route. She's not that type of person. What she is like, she feeds off of me and I feed off of her. Realistically, that's what happens. But either way, we are going to, or not going to, but I already took him over there. Whatever. She's got him now, so he's safe. As far as if there is a snowstorm, which let me tell you right now, I'm going to be very pissed off. Not at her, not at nobody else, but just at myself, as in, if the snowstorm is expected to be what I think it is, and it's really nothing, I'm going to be very pissed off because I was supposed to have until Monday, and it's going to be very, just me. You know, I love my son, man. You know, that's my first boy. And y'all know, dude, I love my daughter. No, don't get me wrong. I'm glad I have my daughter. She's the age she is, and she's gonna grow up to be fucking strong as fuck. For those who are my buddies, like I make sure she's gonna be strong as hell. Um, you know, but my son, man, that's my firstborn. You know, my firstborn son. He's gonna be just one of those guys, man, where he's gonna feed off of me. You know, they need their father. You know, and it just sucks that we have to go through this right now because I want to be more than what I am. But you know, bullshit aside, it's not really bullshit, but just commentary aside, I understand why it's happening. We're not in the realm that we need to be in. It's cool. Shit happens that we need to go through this certain process and figure out the best way possible. Because it's not just me, her, and the son. It's me, her, the son, and then it's my daughter, her two other boys, and we got to figure that shit out. So when we do, we'll make the best decision possible. If we got to stay apart, we got to stay apart. If we got to be together, we're going to be together because that's what we really want is to be together and make everything work. But financially, we got to make sure we're all stable. And I'm not going to go too deep into that. But regardless, let me tell you all a story, man. Because, you know, honestly, this is just a bullshit podcast, right? Honestly, we're coming back, right? I just dropped my son off. You know, she's tried to, you know, like I've said in recent podcasts before, way long ago, you know, she's over there trying to stick her fingers in my booty hole, you know, and, you know, not saying I let her, you know what I mean? But she was trying to joke around and, you know, she hit the surface of my back of my pants or whatever. She was like, oh, you know what? You didn't flinch or do whatever, you know? I was like, you know what? You ain't done it in a while. I gave you a freebie. You didn't take it. You know what I'm saying? She's going to laugh about this shit, but I gave you a freebie. You didn't take it. You know, it's just kind of one of those inside jokes between both of us. But, you know, anyways, so we're sitting there, right? I gave my son to her, and I, you know, loaded whatever I had in the back of her trunk. We leave, right? Me and Mia are on our way back. So on our way back, dude, I'm talking about it's fucking crazy. I haven't said shit. I said something to her, but I didn't really say anything to nobody else. But dude, we're on our way back. It's Harley Road, right? And if y'all want to look it up, y'all can look it up. I don't give a fuck. You know, fucking find out where I live. I live in a ghetto, dude. It's whatever. But we're on Harley Road. The light before you change onto 113, right? We're on Harley Road, and it's probably like 2 to 3 to 5 minutes from that 113 crossroad at the light. This fucking car is literally in my lane, about to fucking hit us straight on. So, all right, so this is my car right here, right? For those who are watching on YouTube, this is my car. For those who are listening, I'm in my lane, right? I'm just driving. I'm not watching YouTube. I'm not watching nothing. We're just listening to music, cruising, okay? This other car, for those who are watching YouTube, comes directly in my lane. I'm talking about 100 yards, let's say. 100 yards away, I see this fucking car. I'm like, yo, the lights are not matching up. They're not matching up at all. I'm like, yo, this car is in my fucking lane. Dude, it's like counting down the yardage, right? I have a fucking, not a flashback, but I have a flash. Like, you know when most people say you have a flash of all kind of shit before you die, before you do this, whatever, right? Now, obviously, I'm here talking to you. I didn't fucking die. You know what I mean? But I had a flash. And it was a me, Mia, Mateo, her boys, which I love dearly, her, everything, right? I had all that kind of flash, and it was like, boom, back to reality. I would say like this point here, if you're watching on YouTube, this point here is maybe 50 to 30 yards, 30 to 50 yards, right? I swerve. Literally, I'm like, it's all instantaneously. I swerve, missed the fucking mailbox because I was just going outside of it. Hit the fucking side of the road, almost go in the ditch. He's still in the fucking lane as we're fucking passing each other. I didn't honk a horn or nothing, which I don't know why. Maybe that was just kind of like stress factor or whatever, in the moment of time type of shit. I swerve over. He goes back to his lane because it was like literally like a glint in life, right? Boom, before I go to the ditch, I cut back, get back to my lane, and I look in the rearview mirror. He's back in his own lane. But dude, you are now listening to Sports Plus Life with your host, Big Trav. Stay tuned. I don't know if y'all can hear the fucking people behind me in my fucking hallway. Right here as the door, if you can see me on YouTube, as the door is right here, there's a hallway. We're on the second floor. There's people downstairs. They're partying all kind of shit before the storm. Supposedly the next 93 of Georgia. But, and it's like, oh, me, it's weird. Let me tell you this, all right? And I'm going to tell you the reason above it or behind it, whatever. Me was like, oh, I'm scared because of this, that, and third. It wasn't like she was going to die or nothing like that. It was just like, I was just scared. That type of feel. I was like, yo, me too. But a part of me was like, dude, there's so much fucked up shit. It was like, the reason why I cut back so hard and came back is like, I was ready to go if that was the case. Because let me tell you, this road is 45 miles an hour, right? Technically, most people should be about 35 to 40. On this road here, most people stay about 50 to 60. So you're talking about me being about 45, right? Because I had it on cruise control. I was just cruising through this long ass road on U-Harley Road, man. From Chulio, boom, U-Harley Road. I'm cruising all the way. And I put on cruise control. I'm at 45. Obviously the majority of people, which I know because the way I seen him, he was about 50 to 60, somewhere in between. Let's say 55. He's about 55. You're talking about 90 something mile an hour head on collision. If I didn't think as fast as I did, let's say nothing happened. We hit a head on collision, bro. Either we're hospitalized or we're dead. Realistically, we all had seatbelts on. Cool. I'm hitting an airbag. There's a fucking ditch, all kind of shit. Dude, who knows what would happen? Good thing that I'm a driver and I'm aware. Like, I don't just stay aware of myself. I stay aware of other people because I don't want somebody to fuck up and then it happen on me. No, I want to be the one person that is like, I'm aware of everybody else. And then we go from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a better way to think, but it just sucked that it happened. And thank God that nothing happened. I mean, thank God, dude. I don't know what I would have did, dude. I probably would have hurt. If I was alive and kicking after that wreck, I would have went straight over to whoever the fuck it was. I don't care who it is. I would have beat the fuck out of them because they were in the wrong. Dude, I'm almost thinking that I need to get a dash cam. And not just for my car, but for my truck, for everything. Get a dash cam to save me personally. And the after effect, if anything ever happened to me, that dash cam would help out my family regardless, to show the truth. Because, dude, let me tell you something. I drive like a grandpa, dude. I drive like a purebred grandpa, man. I try not to go above the speed limit. I stay at the speed limit at any cost possible. I'm there. And people will tell you, man, even my coworkers, they're like, dude, how'd you get here so late? Dude, I'm driving the speed limit. I'm not doing nothing, But either way, all right, that happened. That's just one of those stories I just wanted to tell you. So anyways, let's get on to something else, man. So anyways, man, we're sitting there. Or we're not sitting there. We drove on, came home, whatever. But let's get back to some like serious shit. Like, it sucks that I had to give my son up a day after I got him. It's like, with bills and everything like that, I've only got so much money. I just spent like $170 on him for all the shit he needed for like the next month or whatever. And it kind of is what it is, man. You kind of push on, that's duties, right? Duties of a father. Let's say as far as me, right? Me to my kids. Let's look at another subject, right? Which I don't talk about much, but I told y'all from the start of this year, I'm gonna say everything. I'm not gonna hold nothing. I'm not gonna do nothing. All right, so Mariela, fucking phenomenal, right? As a mother, caretaker, everything above for me and our son and her and the boys that she has already. Phenomenal, dude. Fucking A1. But as far as the other side, right? Mia and her mother is just not good, right? Just not good. And I've told y'all about it. I gave snippets. Let's go a little deeper, okay? I told y'all I'll go a little deeper. On a side note, let me tell y'all something. I have been writing out scripts to change the mid plug, the out. I might even change the out because I kind of like it. But I'm going to keep the same music, but I'm just going to change a little bit and then, fluctuate it, whatever. And then I'm going to change the intro a little bit. But, all right. That was a little side note that I just wanted to get y'all at. But, all right, let's get back to the nitty gritty, okay? So her mother has been trying to see her or whatever. And she's been on drugs, right? Let's say heavy pills. And as far as I know, nothing else. But she was with a meth head. So I guarantee you that she was on meth too. With the rehab, came back. Y'all know the story. So now we have been talking, right? I've did one meeting with her. As far as like right when she got out, we had a meeting. It was between me and her, just kind of like where you're at, what you're doing, what's your goals, da 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 da. Okay, you want to see your daughter. That's expected of anybody. You want to see your kid after something like that happens. Great. That's fine. I have no problem with that. My problem is what's going to happen to her if you see her and then you fuck up again. That's my thing. Okay? And so what I told her is, and I told y'all this before in another podcast, I want to feel her out. I want to monitor her, see what's going on in the center. Because the worst thing in the world, dude, for a kid, because I've been through it. Not having a father, having an adopted father, having stepfathers, the fucking list goes on. You know what I mean? But having that implemented in me, I put it towards my daughter like, this is what should have happened, right? No grittiness to my mother. She did what she could when she could with what she had. It's fine, right? And you learn from that certain type of mentality. You learn from that situation, all that kind of stuff. Okay? But with me and my daughter, man, it's like, dude, I want to make sure that nothing happens to where that shouldn't happen. So I told, um, uh, her name is Amanda. I told Amanda, I said, listen, I need you to have a job, stable job. I'm talking about you've been there a few months, you're working, because I'm going to tell you the things that she doesn't do. She doesn't keep a job. She goes back on the drugs and all that kind of shit. She makes promises to her daughter that she doesn't keep. And that was, so she's been gone for 2 years, legitly 2 years, right? In and out of rehab, whatever she was doing, wasn't around for 2 years. You are now listening to Sports Plus Life with your host, Big Trav. Stay tuned. Before those 2 years, because she'll say, oh, I just haven't been around 2 years. That was it. No, motherfucker, dude. You have been gone for 2 years. But before that, 3 years, I would say max. Before that, you weren't around. You weren't around. That's it. If you would get your daughter, right, you would give her back to me the same day, if not the next day, because I would make you keep her that extra day if it was that bad. So, anyways, that's a backstory. Very slight, but I know. So now it's like, I know what to look for when I know she's on drugs, when I know she's doing certain shit that she shouldn't be, whatever, right? She got a phone, right? So after the first meeting, right, it's like 3 days later, 4 days later, she said she was going to go live. She was supposed to live with her dad, right? This is in White, Georgia. I'm going to go live with my brother in Rome. All right, cool. Boom, whatever. Let you do your thing. I'm just letting her figure out herself so I can choose the next route to go. She got a phone. I don't know how she got a phone because she ain't got no job. She ain't got no. Maybe they helped her out. Cool. Boom. You got a phone number. Da 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 da. I keep you up to date. Whatever. So I'm doing this, but some of the things that she's saying is like, I've talked to her a couple times over the phone about certain things. Right? Something's happening. Whatever. I don't lie to nobody. So whatever. You can't deal with the truth. Don't deal with it. Move on. Go do something else. But anyways, I told her the truth. I had another kid. I had a wife. Da 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 da. Whatever. Just like what Madiela told me, she don't want nothing to do with, as far as the parenting issue. She don't want nothing to do with Mia and her mother. I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing to crossfade. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, Amanda shouldn't have nothing to do with me, my wife, or soon to be ex-wife, whatever the fuck the case may be, and my son, right? And vice versa. She doesn't want nothing to do with Mia and her mother doing whatever, right? Understandable. Very understandable. That's roads you really just don't want to cross. So the thing is like, what's coming of this, right? Like, they're separate, cool, whatever. The only thing that needs to happen is Mia needs time with her brother. The brother needs time with Mia, right? Mateo. Mia and Mateo need time with each other. That's it. Boom. Other than that, as far as parenting wise, it's totally separate. But anyways, so technically, right? And this is what I'm saying, right? I know certain shit happens. She broke her phone, so she had to get a new number. No, dude. When you break your phone, no matter what, you go back to the person that you got your phone from, AT&T, T-Mobile, whatever it is, right? I broke my phone. I got a new phone. Give me the same number. Boom, boom, boom. Whatever. If you got hacked, that's different. If you got hacked, you change your number, you change everything. Be gone, right? Do something different. But she didn't get hacked. She got a new phone. Technically, she broke her old one. New phone, new number, whatever. That's not right. There's something fishy about it. And I'm telling you this because I know there's something fucking fishy. So I've been very mild about the situation, right? Got a new phone. She got an iPhone. Androids, bro, you can get for fucking $100 less. iPhones, bro, a few hundred. Something's wrong. So anyways, that happened, right? Now, I was supposed to have a meeting with her just this past Friday when I was going to go get my son, right? I was going to stop by. We're going to do our second meeting, right? What you're doing, what you got going on, jobs, whatever. Get like an official update where I can, and the main reason why I do this is so I can see her eyes, right? I can see how she's living. I can see where she's living. And I can see this right here, your ojos, right? In Spanish, your eyes. I can see your eyes because I know when she's in front of me, and anybody for that matter, when you're in front of me, I can see if you're lying or not. And that's a trait I have. And it's a good trait and it's a bad trait at the same time. But when I see you and I look in your eyes and something's not right, dude, I know. Okay. But so I did all my jobs Friday. I did Thursday, right, for work. I did all of them Thursday. So that way Friday came, all I had to do was go, clean the house in the morning, take me to school, and then go straight over there to Alabama. And on the way, I would see Amanda, talk about some shit, whatever, boom, boom, and then go pick up my son, come straight back. Nothing was fun. But when I called her, she's like, "Oh, I'm feeling really sick." You know what I'm saying? Like the bullshit, like, right? And then another thing is like, You knew I was coming Friday. You didn't sound sick none of the other days. You didn't tell me you were sick. But yet when I said I was, hey, what's your address? What you doing? Da, da, da. Oh, I'm sick. I just woke up. Bro, like I can hear the tone in her voice. I can hear everything. There's some bullshit going on. I know for a fact there's some bullshit going on. Now, when I told her from the get-go, don't fucking lie to me. Tell me the truth. Because this is dealing with the daughter to us and you and da 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 da. I'm not gonna let her get hurt. Because let's go back. Let's go back a little bit. I told her, I'm not gonna let you see your daughter, right? The first time she gets high expectations, you know, any kid, even when I was a kid, you get high expectations and then all of a sudden you want to just bounce. You can't afford to do anything. You can't be there. You can't show up. You can't do none of that. Bro, I don't need that. I said, I need you to work on yourself. Get yourself fixed up. Get a job, get your car, get whatever. Ride a bicycle to your job, whatever it is, till you get your car, and boom, you're good to go. And then you can afford to do whatever the fuck you want. You can show up whenever you want. You can do all that shit. I told her, I said, I give her free will. You can do whatever the fuck you want. If you want to show up on a fucking weekday after work and you want to hang out with her, cool, show up. I'll open the door. I'll let y'all talk, da da da, whatever. Have maximum time with your daughter. But if you don't have that, there's no reason for you to be, because if you can't take care of yourself, how are you going to take care of your daughter? And I haven't taken out no child support from her since the day we changed it. And before then, before we physically changed custody, let's say 3 years worth, never told her to pay anything, never told her to do anything. Changed custody, she's required to pay $200 a month, never paid anything in the past 2 years. And I don't give a fuck. But if something goes wrong, dude, I'm taking the full extent and I'm going with it. Because what I won't do is let somebody fuck with my kids. You know what I mean? Now, my son, Mateo, never got to worry about that. As far as I know right now, never have to worry about that because she's great. She does what she needs to do and she helps me, even though I'm the one that has to help out. You know what I mean? But as far as Mia, dude, I'm not taking that chance. I'm not letting her get fucked up, because daughters are the first ones that get fucked up in that situation with anybody missing. Sons, whatever, dude. Push on, do whatever, da da da. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, that's the situation that we're on right now. And you know, she still texts and like, oh, how's Mia doing? I tell her she's doing great. She's helping her brother. She's spending time with her brother. She's doing this. She's doing that. Whatever it is, right? But at the end of the day, it's like, come on, man. We both know that you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing. You are now listening to Sports Plus Life with your host, Big Trav. Stay tuned. Now, I can't prove it. As of right now, I can't prove it. But I know a lot of people that I can prove it with. And secondly, she hasn't told me, right? It's just kind of one of them things, man. I got to feel out for myself. I got to figure out what the next move is, because I'm almost done. Because let's bring it back a little bit, right? In the process of, since she first came back this time, right? Say a month and a half ago. Let's say a month to a month and a half ago, she came back. Technically, like, I'm trying to do this, do that. To now, the way she's talked has been off. And I know, because I know the last time, the multiple times before, of the way she was. She's lying to me at some point. She's lying to me. I know it for a fact, dude, because she's bullshitting. She's lying around and she doesn't want to see. Can I make a definitive statement? No. The shit I have as far as evidence before in the past, yes, dude. I could fucking take her to town with that shit. But as far as right now, can't say nothing. And I'm not going to jump to conclusions. I'm not going to do none of that. But I can tell you right now, there's something wrong. All right? She's sliding into home for that fucking, walk-off home run, and I'm fucking tagging her right at the end. That's what's happening. Regardless, it is what it is, man. We're not going to go too far deep into that. Right now, it's just kind of whatever it is whatever it is, and we'll go from here. But technically, let's get on some good shit, dude. Fuck all that sad shit. Let's get on some good shit. I've been writing some scripts down for this whole podcast, changing shit up, and then we're gonna do something good with it. You know what I mean? Like I'm ready for this shit, dude. I'm ready for the shit. I'm ready for taxes to hit. Me and Mariela already said that we're gonna split his taxes. I'm gonna get my tooth fixed. I'm gonna get the little podcast gear I need. Literally, it's the Rodecaster Pro and then a few mics, and then boom, we're done. And then I'm gonna get the M50, I think is what it is, Mark II, as far as a camera, do some vlogging type of shit. And then, we're gonna do some live shit on here, dude. So things are going the way they need to do. Just need taxes to hit, do all that. And then boom, we're set to fucking go, man. And I'm excited for it. I'm ready to show y'all. And we're going to do more of this shit right here. I'm going to start hooking. The camera's hooked up now, right? It's right there. Okay. Camera's hooked now. We're going to start throwing that shit to fucking YouTube and going from there, man. Doing more shit with the podcast, getting that shit hyped up, getting that shit fucking going. This mic right here, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I've seen it and I've heard it. When I first got it, it sounded great, whatever. Now it's like when I start the podcast, for the first like 5 minutes, the mic sounds like fucking weird for some reason. I don't understand why. So I'm trying to do a little things different to make it sound better throughout. But like midway through the podcast, it sounds great and it goes on great. Maybe that's editing and then, finalizing the file. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know what's going on. But either way, we're going to get shit worked out. But when I get the new mic, we're going to sound fucking beautiful, dude. And shout outs to my wife. She wasn't listening to my podcast, ended up listening to my recent shit. Right. So she's starting to, be back in the game of listening, but she's actually listening to other podcasts. And I'm going to shout out to all y'all. If y'all are watching this off of Facebook or whatever, look up different podcasts, man. There's some great podcasts out there. I'm going to tell you right now, King and the Sting, anything Joe Rogan puts out, the one Tiger Belly, and then he does another one, Bobby Lee. He does another one with another guy, this comedian. He's like, whatever. Anyways, great shit, man. And another thing, so I'm affiliates with Riverside. If you want to do any podcasting, voiceovers, anything like that, dude, shout out to fucking Riverside, dude. Just put in my code. It's Big Trav. And fucking go to the races. We'll get a little kickback off of it, whatever. It's really not that much when you consider how much you got to pay for how many hours you want to fucking do whatever. Dude, go look at it. Either way, man, y'all hear it, whatever. Go to Riverside, check out all that shit. I get a little kickback. We're good to go. If y'all are new to the podcast, man, keep listening. We're just going to come out with shit whenever we feel like it. I almost got the scripts down as far as doing the intro and outro and all that sort of shit. We're gonna make it a little bit more professional, a little bit more, likable and all that kind of stuff. But if y'all haven't listened, go listen to all my other shit. There's some sports shit involved. Like I told y'all before, we're gonna do certain things for this year coming up for season 2. And man, it's just going to be a great season, man. I got a new outlook on life. We got new things going. If you haven't noticed, I definitely lost some weight, okay, because we're getting ready for this 200-mile bike ride. I've been riding religiously week on week. And we got about a month and a half left before we go to this 200. So be on the lookout, man, because we got some good shit coming. Stay tuned to the next one, man. We love all y'all. Peace out.